Dear level 2 students, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing good. Now let us continue our revision of the next 2 units. In the last video, we completed till money and time. Now today let's start with area. So what is area? Area is a space inside a shape. And area is always told in square units. So we have to count the number of small squares inside our shape and we have to write the area. That is the method we have learned to calculate the area now. So let's start doing our workbook exercise. Read question number 24 of page 147. Calculate the area of the shaded image by counting the square on the grid. And here one small square in this grid is equal to 1 square unit. So we have to count the number of squares inside this shaded shape and write it as square unit. Shall we start doing it? Now, how will you start counting? Do you remember? I have told you, you have to start from the topmost left corner and see where the shaded portion is starting. It is not here, it is not here, it is starting from here. And where it is starting, you mark as 1. So this is 1, 2, 3. Then you count like this down. One by one you have to count and write the numbers. 5. Then you move on. Here it's not shaded, so you move on to the next line. Here it is 6, 7 and so on. You have to count and count till the last box which is shaded. So the last box is 29. We have counted and written numbers for all the shaded boxes. You do it in a proper line by line, then only you will not get confused. Okay, you do the same way as I have taught you. So the last box is 29. Now write the answer for this. The area of this shaded section is 29 square unit. Next, start counting from the first shaded box. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. See, you keep on writing the numbers like this. And the last one is 30. 30. Like this, in a line you write in the order all the numbers and it is ending in 30. The area of this shaded portion is 30 square units. There are 30 small boxes inside the shaded area. Now what is the area of shaded section? This one, same way. You write the numbers and count how many small boxes are there and then we have to write the area below. So I have counted and written the numbers. It is 33. Did you also get 33? So the area of this shaded section, this shape is 33 square units. Next, shaded of this section, it looks like an elephant, right? So let's count from here and see how many total squares are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. See, we have got 74 square units. You have to write carefully. Write small. The numbers you make it small and write. Only then you can write inside this box. Okay, write it slowly one by one in an order you write and it will end at 74. That means we have 74 small squares or 74 square units inside this shape. So the area is 74 square unit. Now read the question number 25. Find the area of the following. Same way what we did in the previous question. We have to count and write the area of these shaded figures. And in this, do you remember while doing in class, we did this as we assumed this 1 square is 1 centimeter. 1 small square is equal to 1 centimeter square. So cm and 2 you have to write on top. How you should read this? You should read this as 1 centimeter square. So we have to count the area, count the number of boxes or squares and write it here in the area. Let's start doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are totally 16 squares, small squares. So the area of this big shape is 16 centimeter square. Write the 2 on the top of M. Okay. Here, how many are there? Count and write. There are 15. There are 15 small boxes. So the area is 15 centimeter square. Now, in this shape, there are few squares, small squares, which are full, complete. But there are few triangles also. So, how you should calculate the triangle? We learnt it. We have to take 2 triangles as 1 small square. These 2, when we put together, it will become 1 square. So these 2 we have to calculate as 1. Okay. First calculate the full squares. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then these 2 triangles will make 5, 6, 7 and these 2 are 8. So what is the area now? It is 8 centimeter square. Then this shape again. Calculate the full boxes first. 6, 7 and then these 2 triangles which are half and half will make 1 small square, that is 8. So the area is 8 centimeter square. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 squares are there and this also we have to add. 1, these 2 will become 1, 7, 8, 9. So the area is 9 centimeter square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then these 2 together will make 13 and these 2 small triangles will make 1 square, that is 14. So the answer is 14 centimeter square. How many full squares are there in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then these 2 will make 12, 13 and 14. So 2 small triangles you have to calculate as 1 square. So 14 centimeter square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this and this will make 13. These 2 are 14 and this is 15. So the answer is 15 centimeter square. Now let's move on to the next question. That is our next unit about the block graphs. What are block graphs? Do you remember? They are a picture or a chart which represent the data. What is data? It is the information or the numbers which we have collected about something. When we put it in picture, it will be easy for us to understand. That is called a graph. And when we make pictures with small blocks, unit blocks, that is called block graph, or they all together will look like a bar, a tall vertical thick line is a bar. So that is called bar graph. This is a block graph or a bar graph. And what will a bar graph or a block graph usually have? First, it will have a title. It will tell about what this graph is about. This block graph is about pets. And it will have a straight long line, vertical axis, standing line, which will have numbers. Okay, this will tell how many pets. It will tell about the numbers which we have collected in the data, that we will write it. That will be in this line. And then there will be one line below, like this horizontal axis or a sleeping line, straight line like this, which will tell us about what pets we are going to talk about. These are called labels. How you will represent the data in the block graph is, you have to draw bar or blocks above dogs and stop where the number of dogs is there. If the number of dogs is 6, we have to keep on drawing the blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and when it is 6, we have to stop. So it will, similarly for cats, we have to draw the number which we have collected in the data. So the height of all these bars will be different because the data is different for each pet. The number is different, so the height will be different, but the width or the thickness of the bars will be equal. We can also read this graph easily by just seeing this picture. We can tell how many fishes are there, how many dogs are there, which is the more, which is less, everything we can say by just seeing the picture. We need not go and see the data or the numbers. Now, based on the graph they have given us, let's try to answer the questions below. How many dogs do the students have? So how you should read this? In this horizontal axis, you have to go and see where is dogs, and then you have to go up and see where it is ending. It is ending at 6. So the students have 6 dogs. How many birds do they have? Birds. They have 2 birds. How many cats do they have? See above cat and see where it is ending. It is ending at 4. So they have 4 cats. How many fishes do they have? They have 7 fishes. See? 7. Which animal has the greatest number brought in the class? So which is the greatest? How will you find the greatest? By seeing the picture itself you can tell, because fishes, the bar of the fish is very big, right? So that is the greatest. And what is the number? 7. So fish is the greatest number. Which animal has the least number brought in the class? How will you see the least number? You have to see the bar which is smallest, which is very little. Smallest you have to see. That is the least number. That is birds. Birds is only 2. So that is the least number which is brought in the class. So you have to write birds. So this is how you read a block graph and answer the questions. By just seeing, you can tell the number. You can say which is greatest, which is smallest, etc. In this question, the data is given. Lily collected data and the data is given. How many ladybugs, how many grasshoppers, dragonflies and butterflies. We have to draw the block graph based on this. Okay. Let's start drawing. So ladybug, first see ladybug, how many are there? 7. So we have to color 7 blocks. You also do along with me, please. Color 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, how many grasshoppers are there? 3. So, above grasshoppers, we have to draw 3 blocks. We have to color 3 blocks. So, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3 blocks are covered and it is ending in 3. So, grasshoppers is 3. Next, what is it? Dragonfly. How many dragonflies? 5. So, that we have to draw in this graph. 5 dragonflies. 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, how many butterflies do we have? We have 9 butterflies. That also we have to represent above the butterfly. The bar or the line above butterfly should have 9 blocks. So this is the graph now. Now we have to answer some questions based on this block graph which we have drawn. Now tell me, how many grasshoppers did she see? Grasshoppers. Where is grasshoppers here? How many did she see? 1, 2, 3. It is ending in 3. So we have to write 3. Did she see more ladybug or dragonfly? So this is the ladybug bar and this is the dragonflies bar. Which is more? This is more, right? The height of this is more. So she saw more ladybugs. You can even cross check it. This is 7 and this is only 5. So this is bigger. So by seeing the block graph, you can say that ladybug is more. Alright, ladybug. She saw more ladybug. Which creature did she see the most? The most means what? The greatest, the most. That means which is the tallest bar in this graph. Which is the tallest bar in this graph? That is butterfly. It is 9 butterflies are there. It is the tallest bar and that is what she saw the most. Right, butterfly. This is how we can draw the block graph if they have given the data, and we can also answer the questions. Read the next question. Write the tally marks for the following. What is tally marks? Tally marks are small lines which represent one number in a collection. So when we are counting something or when we are collecting some data, asking some people and writing the data, we use tally marks instead of writing the numbers. It will be easy for us to count and write later. It is an easy way to keep track of numbers and represent numbers. Okay. So first, elephant they have done. For each elephant, one tally mark they have drawn and there are 4. Now next we will start drawing for the ducks. 1, 2, 3. Then cows. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. How you should draw? You should not draw here in the side. When it is 5, you have to cross it. From the top to bottom, you have to cross like this. So this is one set. This represents 5 numbers. Next, these birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7. Bugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is over. 5 we have drawn. Next, let's start drawing this. Once 5 is over, you have to leave a small gap and start the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then these vases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, till this we have drawn. Next 6, 7 you have to draw. 6, 7, 8. Umbrellas. For each umbrella, draw one tally. Like that you have to draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 always is a cross. One set is over. Then 6, 7. Balls again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. For each, draw one tally mark. 4, 5. Then again start, leave a gap. 6, 7, 8, 9. When it comes to 10, you have to draw another. So there are 2 sets, totally 10. This is how you draw the tally marks when there is a collection of pictures or items. Now, by just seeing the tally marks, we can say how many are there. See, here it is 3, here there are 5, here there are 8. It is easy to count. The last question, count the tally marks and write the correct number. So, tally marks is given for us. We have to count it and write the number it is representing. So, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a set. 5. How many? 2. See here, this is 5. The symbol, when it comes, it is 5, and then 6, 7, 8. This is 5 plus 1, 6. Here again, this is 5. And how many are here? 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 5 and this is 5. 5 plus 5, 10. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. And this 5, 6, 7. So dear children, with this we have completed all our revision portions of all the units which we learnt in the final term. Complete all this at your home and finish your work, and all the very best for your level 3. I know you will all do very well. Enjoy your holidays and have a nice Ramadan. All the best for your future classes. Bye-bye. Thank you.